Hello everyone, welcome to VOD of Consciousness, and I'm going to bring my UI back. By the way, I'm Sientir. Hello. Consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/Sientir. Okay, now that I've gotten that random little bit mentioned, I'm going to talk to Guardsman, whatever his name is, and teleport down to part of the city that is actually useful to be in, sort of. I really should have taken a moment to change up my team's builds, and I completely blanked on doing it. I was so focused on just transitioning, writing down what I did last time and transitioning to this one. So, oh well. At this point, we have completed the mission here. I don't care about this thing. Let's go back to normal mode, though. So there's a bunch of stuff that I can do, but the first thing that I want to do is go to Embark Beach. The reason being that Embark Beach allows me to talk to Zenshu here and get the reward for doing that mission thing that I did. So I can see what the current mission is. Dragon's Lair, haha, no thanks. Actually, I should go do the other ones, because why not? That makes sense to me. See, I'm just going to add these to the pile of stuff. Might as well get this character a larger equipment bag, maybe? I'm actually going to take a moment to look at reward stuff, because it might be worth it to get this character a bigger pouch. This requires 5. And it's a 15 storage bag. What have I got right now? Just a 5er? This one's really, really expensive for some reason. Okay, so I don't know. How many do I need? Okay, that's 10. Okay. Tell you what. I'm just going to take a moment. That's 50, so I can make 3? Okay, I see what's going on here. Okay, so these are... Okay, so I can get... Let's see, that's 10, so I can get 3 gold coins, so I'd need a bunch more to be able to get the larger bag. That has the benefit of clearing up some space. What's going on here? Okay, that's that one. And I have part of this, but not all of it. Sorry, I'm just thinking about, like, inventory space stuff. What seems reasonable to me is deleting the serrated shield, because I don't need it. There, that improves that a little bit. Because I can clear up a bunch of inventory space if I get a bag that has another 2 rows. I can move 2 rows worth of stuff, and that clears up basically 2 more rows of this inventory, which would be, needless to say, quite beneficial, but that requires a bunch more Zaishin coins. So, what I'm going to do is, I think the fastest way of getting where I'm going is this. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to go do a solo mission of Tihark Orchard, because I think that makes sense. And does not require me to set up my dudes, and I can do this and leave my party, please. Now, I don't know what stuff I want to do, because one of the things that you'll notice is that leadership becomes absolute trash tier. So, yeah. I'm probably better off just trying to pretend to be a warrior, honestly. And go, like, swordsmanship, tactics. Maybe a nod towards command, I guess. Put on a command hat, why not? Okay, so this is going to just take a moment while I completely undo that and put in a new bar. Let's see. I probably just want to do gash, 100 blades. Yeah, but this should be man shield. I want sever artery's so bad. The moon slash is good. I don't know. We'll go with that. Cause why not? Thing is, I don't know if any of these are actually useful in tactics. Who needs tactics? Go command swordsmanship. Why not? You move like a dwarf is good here. Whirlwind strike is super good here. I guess I might not bring an IAS. Increased attack speed. They're usually really good, but like, why? Sure. And honestly, I can just find their weakness over this sever gash whatever nonsense. Snowstorm's actually really energy intensive though, so I'm not sure if I want that or not. And then is there any other attack skill that makes sense though? I mean, that does more damage if you're in a stance. That gives a bunch of health regen. Oh, that's why I wanted tactics. I wanted tactics for health. Okay. Drop that back to 9. Pump tactics back up to like 10 or whatever. Or I guess that becomes whatever. Okay, find their weakness is fine. Oh, but I don't even have healing signet, so it doesn't matter. This is one of the things that's really tricky is I don't necessarily have a lot of... I guess I use... Okay. Sorry. I know I'm like spending a bunch of time worrying about builds, but that's one of the things that comes with the territory with this game. Okay, so these are going to be my attacks. This one's not technically an attack, but it works like an attack. And I'll probably just use Never Surrender and Help Me, because Help Me gains me 85 health when I use it. It's not optimal, but I don't really have a better option. I could potentially use that on myself to give myself a little bit more defense, but we will try this and see how it goes. Again, I want to do this in hard mode. For the most part, this is not an especially challenging mission anyway. We just talk to this person and do it. So hopefully I get this first try and we don't spend next episode on this too. So we have several different things that we need to do, and ideally I would bring something that would allow me to move faster, but I'm going to go ahead and hide this because why not? But I didn't bring an increased move speed skill, so we're just going to deal with the speed that we move, and hopefully things will go smoothly. I'm a Sun Spear General. It doesn't do anything for me, but hey, General Morgan. He becomes a hero later. So a lot of what this is kind of like a party, and then there's going to be a bunch of NPCs that help us too. If my health gets low, Never Surrender and Help Me will help me survive. 100 Blades will help me deal damage along with Find Their Weakness. And hopefully this goes okay. That's all I can say. Kind of looking at Paragon armor options, and unfortunately, this is one of the unfortunate things is this game has a problem where Paragons and Dervishes were released so late. Let's see. So do we help him dance? I don't remember. There's a bunch of activities where if you participate in all the activities, you get stuff going on or whatever. One of which I'm going to really need to concentrate for. So we have like Zillow the Drunkard over there. I'm going to probably get towards him later. The great Zatuka. Hunter. Whatever, I'm not... So we have Lummo the Mime. This one's a bit tricky because you have to mimic his emotes, and I was good at this at one point in time. Flex? Wave. Drums. Taunt. Point. Drums again. Flex. Taunt. Cheer. Beg. Okay. He uses the male ranger set of emotes. Emotes are a bit different depending upon some stuff. So I'm glad that I was able to get that on first try. That one's tricky. This person offers you... how do you know so much about the prince? Yes, I need a gift for the prince. I will give him the gift of your head. Okay, so then we get a vase for Prince Baka the Magnificent or whatever. But yeah, so as I was saying, the Nightfall professions of Paragon and Dervish, unfortunately, are a little short-shrifted on both the front of armor sets as well as skills. And it's unfortunate because there's stuff that could be done to help with that a little bit. Dervishes were kind of okay. Basically, right now, he's telling the story of Palawa Joko. And I just need to wait for this Palawa Joko guide to become available. You can actually play a bonus thing that lets you kind of experience this more properly. But yeah, so Paragon armor sets are pretty limited, and so are Paragon skills. One of the problems that Paragons have in particular under Spear Mastery, and I talked about this before, is a lot of their stuff is like conditional leap wound, and so it's very uninteresting when it comes to spears. They also are pretty short-shrifted on elite skills. So that's also an issue. Aha! Okay, now I've stabilized, so that's good. I'm going to switch over to the spear so I have better energy regeneration. So then the next activity is this one. It's a bit goofy, but whatever. You know, that's just how it goes. So you just need to go talk to a bunch of people. Not guards. Like nobles. And you have to just grab a bunch of drinks. And it'll start doing the drunk effects of making the... Oh yeah, he gets angry at you. I forgot about that. And he's just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Have the drink. Anyway, it's unfortunate that, like I said, that Paragons and Dervishes... Paragons, I feel, get it the worst in terms of how limited their stuff is. Also, I apologize for anyone who is made uncomfortable by these effects. They'll clear up once you've finished it. And then what you actually need to do, yeah, you give him the thing. So that's all of those activities. He will tell you about these guys, but yeah, okay. So whatever, you just talk to the princes, and You're just telling him about concerns that you have, and you just talk to all of them. And Talcora being a henchman that I bring with me all the time. And then we need to just talk to Prince Amtor the Mighty again, and this will trigger cutscene, and then we'll have some actual things happening. But yeah, Paragons I feel have a particularly short shrift when it comes to skills. Dervish just got a little bit of a redesign a while back, and unfortunately development changes happened in terms of where people were being allocated.
What's that? Sounds like harpies. Scree harpies.
Good job, Gorn.
Don't be a fool, Gorn. There are no harpies anywhere near here. Of course you have been wrong.
Everyone move to the exits in an orderly fashion. There is only one of them. This is not the time to panic. Very well. This is now the time to panic.
They had some fun with some of the dialogue here.
This way, Father. I'll protect you.
Anyway. So we just need to go around defeating all the Scree Harpies. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Ooh. Where are you going? What was I trying to say? Before I got interrupted by stuff happening. But yeah, so the development resources were shifted from Guild Wars 1 to Guild Wars 2 as basically that game's development dragged on and on and on endlessly. And the result of that was basically that... Man, I'm getting a lot of purples. The people that had been working on this game stopped because they had to go work on Guild Wars 2, and they were in the process of kind of redesigning a bunch of the professions, trying to do some balance updates. They'd gotten through, like, Dervish, I think they did some stuff too, and Elementalist, they definitely did a lot too, but they weren't ever able to get to the Paragon or Monk. The Monk needs, frankly, a lot of changes. And so there's a number of things like that, where it's like, I wish that they'd been able to get to them, but they hadn't. They just weren't able to. And it's just unfortunate, but that's just how it goes. Not a hard mission, as you can see. So, Master's Reward, because I did all of the festival activities. And then there's some more plot.
What a mess.
Yes, but the question is, why would the Scree Harpies attack here?
All I can say is, thank the gods for War Marshal Varish.
What?
If the Harpies are raiding, we'll need all the troops you can spare.
True. Excuse me. I need to check in with my forces.
Yes, I'd best get back as well. Will you be joining me, daughter?
I have made my own arrangements, Father.
I see that you have. We will speak of this later.
And I had best get back home as well. The new theater season is about to start. Goran, fetch my sedan chair.
Those idiots. Let them go. You've broken the ice. I have some leads that we should follow up on.
And welcome to the Kodesh Bazaar, which is a really cool, very Persian area. At least I think of it as being very Persian. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this episode for sure. So until next time, everyone, take care. Bye-bye.